Hello everyone, Mark Houlihan here with Speedway Motors. We're at the 2021 Performance Racing Industry Show in Indianapolis, and we're in the Holley booth talking with my good friend Blaine Burnett. We're going to go over a few things that Holley's got here at the show and see what maybe is coming down the road, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, tell us a little bit about Holley and what they got going on.
Well, thanks for dropping by, first of all. We've got a lot going on here in the Holley booth this year. For one, we've got a number of new brands that have joined the Holley family here within the last year or two that are worth mentioning. So right behind us, we've got several wheel brands. We've got Rocket, Halibrand, Finspeed as well. So Holley hasn't characteristically been known for being in the wheel business in the last decade or so or more, but we are definitely a player there now.
Every car that has some Holley parts on it definitely could use some cool wheels.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've got stuff to fit the classic, muscle car you might be building, a nostalgic vehicle of sorts. But when you get into more of like the road race side of things, you might be looking at one of our Finspeed wheels, which is a custom wheel. You can add a number of features to it if you like that would enhance performance on tracks.
Gotcha. Okay. So besides the wheels, which I was looking at them earlier, they're beautiful. I like the Shelby wheels personally myself. Sure. I'm a Ford guy. Full disclosure. What else did Holley bring that's new for 2022?
So a lot of it is continuation of really the evolution of Holley EFI and some of the products and software that we have. One of the newest products that we have is from a nostalgic brand, Halibrand.
Okay, very familiar.
They joined the Holley family a couple of years ago. We've been working on product development for them, but we just released a new stack EFI injection system for big block Chevy.
Wow,
we have that over in the booth. We'll check that out here.
Very nice traditional piece,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we have a number of new intake manifolds that complement Holley products, Holley EFI. So we've got everyone's familiar with our Holley Hi-Ram, but we came out with the Lo-Ram for those who are trying to do some performance type things with a vehicle with a cramped engine bay, really tight confines. So we've got a short runner intake. We've got two different versions of it. We also have one that actually comes with dual fuel rails on either side too for really high horsepower applications. So we've got our split single plane LS cathedral port intake manifold, the split race manifold.
Gotcha, okay.
So that's a really cool piece as well. And then we've got the MSD Pro 600 back here in the booth, which last time we were here back in 2019 was a brand new product, but obviously it's still the most powerful ignition CDI box you can get to power really high horsepower applications, north of 2,000 horsepower.
Those ones that are using the dual fuel rails.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've also we try to focus on this categorically. We've got a number of our exhaust brands on a cart. We've got our wheel brands on a cart. We've got our Holley products on a cart here, and then we have some jewelry cases as well that focus on some of our smaller products that may not take as much space up in your engine bay, but are just as critical, like Earl's Plumbing, for example. Yeah. We've got a number of application-specific plumbing components. For LS, for example, we've got oil cooler brackets to go up under LTs and LS applications. Catch cans, Gen III Hemi supercharger crossover pipes that are made out of billets. Just really nice components that that are coming from the Earl's brand. And then on the NOS side, obviously, those who are looking for the alternative to hanging huge superchargers off of their cars or turbochargers and are just looking to be able to hit a button and experience the benefit of that horsepower. We've got new solenoids, new plate systems, and things of that nature.
It's a lot easier to hide some nitrous on a car than it is a supercharger.
Oh, absolutely. Another recent company that we've had join our family of brands is AEM, and they're well known in the space as well. They're actually here in another booth this weekend over in the EV section, and that allows me to kind of segue into another topic I wanted to cover with you, which is the world of EV performance.
Yeah, it's growing leaps and bounds. It's unbelievable, just coming off of SEMA and all the EV presence there, and the whole EV room that they have here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chevrolet is over there, Ford's over there, like I said, AEM as well. And so yeah, the EV side of things is really taking off here. We just came off of our first annual high voltage experience that we did in Sonoma last month, the week after SEMA. So Holley's High Voltage Experience is an event that caters to fully electric vehicles. We really see that as kind of like three different types of participants that we had come to that event. Somebody who just bought a Tesla Model 3 off the showroom floor, wanted to come see what it was capable of. We also had OE Plus or OE tuned applications where a guy with maybe that same car put a set of wheels on it, has performance brake pads, sway bars, lowering springs, things like that that can actually generate more lateral grip around a racetrack. And then we have people that are you know, it goes back to what Holley is known as like your home-built hot rod crew who have taken an old car. I think there was a 1953 Chevy truck that had a complete EV powertrain in it. And so yeah, we wanted to see what was out there. We wanted to align with that market and let them know who we are, and put on an event that they could have fun at, that they can really take ownership of. And so that went really well for us. We had around 130 cars, and we look to grow that in the years to come. So
yeah, it's a great way to kind of gauge your customer while having a good time.
Sure, certainly, certainly. And so AEM has been working on the EV side of things, trying to develop electronics that allow you to tune electric motors and things of that nature. So we benefit from having their technology and their experience that they've put into that aspect of our industry already, and that will continue to evolve. And we've also started releasing products ourselves. We have, I kind of alluded to them a moment ago, we have sway bar packages, we have lowering springs, we also have wheels.
Wheels for the Tesla,
and steering wheels, a little bit of a cosmetic upgrade, but something that really, when you're in a vehicle you're trying to go fast in, if you have something that's easier to hang on to and is a little bit more ergonomic and feel, that can actually increase your lap times just off of ergonomics and comfort and confidence alone. So we have a couple of different wheels. You can order them from us. All you have to do is take your old one off, swap the airbag over to the new one, and you can get one of two designs. You have a carbon fiber wrapped one or an Alcantara wrapped wheel as well. So those are fantastic new products, and from there, obviously Holley's well known in the LS swap side of things, but Gen III Hemi engines are becoming much more popular as well. So what we're seeing is people taking those engines and putting them into applications that they didn't belong in as well, from our events like Mo Party. And so we've developed swap products for those too. We have a mid-sump pan right over there, which you can get some footage of here in a little bit. We also have our popular Mid-Mount Accessory Drive, which is commonly known in the LS side of things, but we've adapted it to the Gen III Hemi engines as well. So we also have a dual fuel tank for Gen III Hemi applications as well. And then on the Ford side of things, which I know is near and dear to your heart, unfortunately we don't have a ton of new product in that way here. Yeah,
but you have a Mustang in the booth. So.
True. We covered you there. But we do have a new set of fuel rails for the Godzilla motor. So those are already on the shelf, and guys who are looking to add some horsepower and need increased fueling will be happy to know that.
Good to hear. Yeah, that Godzilla engine, it's
pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive, and they're making some big numbers with that thing. So it's going to be. I mean, it's still an LS world, but you know, Ford's got something for them.
Well, that's what I was really happy to see, was that motor came out. The Gen III Hemi is now becoming a little cheaper to get into, and you can find more of them in junkyards now, and some of the trucks and things of that nature. But I think we're going to start seeing a lot more late model non-LS engines find their way into cars, and that's fantastic for our industry as well.
And you got all three bases covered.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
With regard to the events I was mentioning, we've got dates for all of our events, LS Fest, Ford Fest, and Mo Party, also LS Fest West. We'll be doing LS Fest West April 22nd through the 24th, and then LS Fest is always the weekend after Labor Day 2022, so that'll be, I believe, 9, 10, 11. And then Mo Party will be the following week, and 2 weeks after that we'll have I believe it'll be the 4th annual Ford Fest.
And you got an event listing on Holley's website, I presume.
Yeah, just Holley.com would have all that information, as well as all the information on more of the parts that you see here.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, I got to hit the road, but thanks for your time. And you can find all these great Holley brand and Holley partner brand or sister brands.
Family brands.
Family brands. You
Whatever
can find
you
all
wanna
the
call
Holley family brands at speedwaymotors.com.
Yeah.